Yesterday, I posted something and I've had some couple of questions. What's the link? How can you go about it? And I love that energy. This is what the federal government savings bond means. It's a low risk investment. It's like you are borrowing Nigeria government some money and they will pay you interest quarterly. It has a tenor of 2 or 3 years. You can decide to say, I want to do it 2 years. I want to leave my money for 3 years. And within this period, they will be paying you quarterly interest on that money. Now, if you have like 1 million naira that you don't want to use, it's sitting idle in your account, you can decide to put in that money there. So if you have 1 million and you decide to do it for 2 years, the interest will be 13.5% per annum. If you decide to leave that your 1 million for 3 years, the percentage on the money is 14.56%. So well, let's do the math. For that 3 years, quarterly, they will be paying you not 140,600. Rather, that 140,600 will be divided into 4 and they'll be paying you quarterly that amount. So that money will be there and the capital you get at the end of the tenure, 2 years, 3 years, depending on what you choose. So if you have 5,000, you can start investing. I've always said it that you don't need to be a millionaire to invest. So you can start with even as less as 5,000. If you say, oh, what can I do with 5,000? Put it in this federal government savings bond. It will be there and you are having your little interest on top, and it's low risk investment. You are not afraid if the goose way they will buy it or not. So these are investments you can do with that your money that is sitting idle in your account. So someone that was asking about the link, you can download this following app. Listen, I'm not doing any advert for these apps. I'm just telling you the one I have used and the one I will recommend. I use Afri Investor 2.0. So if you choose that, it's also good because the federal government savings bond is ending 7th of November. So you still have tomorrow to quickly do that. If you are not living in Nigeria, you are living anywhere, you have account in Nigeria, you want to invest, you can do that. And you can also use Tambik. That is also a very good app. Or Picky Vest. These are some of the apps I'll be recommending. Go to Google Play Store, download any of the app I've mentioned. I mentioned Afri Investor 2.0. I mentioned Stanbic, and I also talk about Picky Vest. But I personally am using the Afri Investor 2.0. You can also get it in Apple Play. Fill everything, then you start investing. Other thing you can do with these apps, it's not just the federal government service. Of recent in Afri Investor 2.0, commercial papers were being sold, and that one was a minimum of 5 million naira. So if you have 5 million naira, you can decide to invest in commercial papers. Their percentage is wow. They are interesting percentage on those money. Or you can decide to also buy treasury bills. These are good stuff that you can do with your money rather than allowing it to sit idle. I talked on my last post, I talked about inflation because inflation will eat your money and you think you are safe. So it's a wise thing if you want to retire on time, if you want to do something with your money, to start investing in all of this. You can also as well invest in stocks because I bought some stocks in Nigeria that were quite low at that time, but they have improved. They are doing well. One of them is Vital. I'll be honest with you, buy ETF that's are not Nigeria based, buy ETFs like S&P 500, and I will recommend you also download Trade 212 or Trade Republic. I'm not doing advert for these apps, you get it, but they are very good and beginner friendly. You don't need to be expert in tech to know how to use these apps. So I hope I've answered this question.